Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. How are you doing, Mataji?
Dandavat Pranam Mata. Thank you. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, yes, Mataji, yes. Hare Krishna. After a long time, I have joined. Yeah, today my daughter, she don't, means I just skipped her swimming class. So now I could join. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, Mata. Yeah, today there's a festival in the temple for Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I couldn't go.
Oh, it's completed in the morning, Mataji? Like it's done in the morning?
No, now Mata, evening. Because
Oh,
most of the people here are working, right? So they have it
yeah.
in the...
Okay. At what time, Mataji?
Now is going on, Mata.
Okay. Yeah. I did not see the calendar, Mataji.
Yeah, I
Like
was
in
talking.
the sense the temple one. I did not look into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to one Mataji devotee here. She said, and oh yeah, today half day fasting also. So I don't know if Nitin Narasimha Prabhu joined 2 weeks back, but like there were not other devotees, then we, kind of just canceled the class that day. And last week I had to go for my Guru Maharaj's Vyas Puja, so I was in Dallas, so I couldn't have the class.
Giriraj Maharaj Ji, Mataji. His
Yeah.
Holiness. Okay. Yeah, even Padma Sakhi Mataji came, right?
Yeah, she was there too.
Yeah. Yeah, Vinita Gandharika Mataji told for her that she went to Dallas, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if more will join, otherwise we can start, right? Let me quickly share the screen. Hare Krishna, Bharat and Bhavna, Bharat Prabhu and Bhavna Mataji. I hope
Hare
you're doing
Krishna.
well.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I hope the Janmashtami and festival celebrations went on well.
Yes, Mataji.
It has been long. Dandavat Pranam. Is like anybody inspired to read the invocation prayers, or I can go ahead too?
Yeah, Mataji.
You please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Thank you. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta and Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Our respectful obeisances are unto you. O spiritual master, servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, you are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Dev and delivering the Western countries which are filled with the impersonalism and voidism. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityanand, Shri Advait Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrind. I offer my obeisances to Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityanand, Shri Advait, Gadadhar, Srivas, and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. O Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So we'll continue with the verses from the second canto, and today we'll try to do 3 new verses. I think I think this is something we may want to start with today, and I hope we didn't do it right in the last class. I don't think we did this one, so we can start with this verse today. So this is again from the second canto, fourth chapter. So here the process of creation is being discussed. So Parikshit Maharaj, he actually asked these questions to Shukadev Goswami, and he says, like, please explain to me this process of creation. And that's when he's glorifying, like how hearing about the glories of the Lord is so purifying, right? That even these races and all these people from so-called like not so civilized races, they also become purified like that. So we'll continue here. Any volunteer who would like to repeat after me, please? Okay, if everybody's busy, maybe I'll just...
I'll go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, who would like to go?
Yeah, I would like to go.
Sure, Mata, thank you. Kirata,
Kirata,
Punandra,
Punandra,
Pulinda,
Pulinda,
Pulkasha,
Pulkasha,
Abhira,
Abhira,
Shumbha,
Shumbha,
Yavana,
Yavanaha,
Khasadayaha,
Kasadayaha,
Khasadayaha,
Kasadayaha,
Yenye,
Yenye,
yeah, it's a combination of ye anye, so we can say yenye,
Yenye,
Chapapa,
Chapapa,
Yadapashrayashrayaha,
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 Shuddhyanti,
Shuddhyanti,
Tasmai,
Tasmai,
Prabhavishnave Namaha.
Prabhavishnave Namaha.
It's a very beautiful verse. It's describing the different races, and we can see Prabhupada will give translations of where, what parts of the world these races are from. So we can go line by line now.
Okay.
Kirata Hunandra,
Kirata Hunandra, Kirata
Pulinda
Hun. Oh, three. It's not three times, Mataji. Okay.
Yeah, we do once, and then I keep repeating many times.
Okay. Okay, Mataji.
Kirata Hunandra,
Kirata Hunandra,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Kirata Hunandra,
Kirata Hunandra,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Kirata Hunandra,
Kirata Hunandra,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Pulinda Pulkasha,
Abhira Shumbha,
Abhira Shumbha,
Abhira Shumbha,
Abhira Shumbha,
Yavanakha Sadayah.
Yavanaha Kasadhayaha.
Yeah, when you're saying together, you don't have to use the visarga. Yavanakha Sadayah, like that you can say.
Yavana Kasadhayaha.
Abhira Shumbha,
Abhira Shumbha,
Yavanakha Sadayah.
Yavana Kasadhayaha.
Yenye cha papa,
Enye cha papa,
yenye cha papa,
enye cha papa,
Yadapashrayashrayah,
Yadapashrayashrayaha,
Yenye cha papa, Yadapashrayashrayah,
Enye cha papa, Yadapashrayashrayaha,
Shuddhyanti tasmai,
Shuddhanti tasmai,
Shuddhyanti tasmai,
Shuddhyanti tasmai,
Prabhavishnave namaha,
Prabhavishnave namaha,
Prabhavishnave namaha.
Prabhavishnave namaha.
Okay, this is actually an important verse, and it's a Bhakti Vaibhav verse. You have to memorize. Okay, So
After
this is a Bhakti Vaibhav verse. Hirata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Kiratahunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Abhira Shumbhaya Manakha Sadayah
Abhira Shumbhaya Vanaka Sadayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha
Hirata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Kiratahunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Abhira Shumbhaya Manakha Sadayah
Abhira Shumbhaya Vanaka Sadayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha
Hirata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Kiratahunandra Pulinda Pulkasha
Abhira Shumbhaya Vanakha Sadayah
Abhira Shumbhaya Vanaka Sadayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Yenye cha Papa Yadapashrayashrayah
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha
Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha.
Jai, thank you so much, Mati, for beautifully reciting. Anybody has questions on this verse? Any words which are difficult?
Mataji, can I recite the whole thing?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mata.
Okay. Kiratahunandra Pulinda Pulkashaha Habira
I can repeat.
Shumbhayavana Kasadayaha Yenye cha Papa Yada Papa Shrayaha Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha. Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice, Mataji. Very beautiful. Any words or any places that stand out to you here? Harita Mataji, you should know something here.
Kiratha. Andhra is there,
Yeah,
Mataji.
Andhra is there. Even Narasimha Prabhu should be familiar with Andhra.
Pulkasha. Kiratha is also some place. It's Tamil Nadu, not sure. Karnataka.
I'm not sure if that is Tamil Nadu, but I don't. Earlier I remembered, now I forgot. But I only know Andhra here. But it's like something Afghanistan. So many places are here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this verse basically, Yenye cha Papa Yadhapa Shraya Shraya Shudhyanti Tasmai Prabha Vishnave Namah. So if they take, to Krishna consciousness, then they all get purified like that. So let's see the word for word and try to see how Prabhupada has translated the different places here. Okay, any volunteers who would like to read the synonyms and the translation, please?
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Kirata, a province of old Bharata. Huna, part of Germany and Russia. Andhra, a province of southern India. Pulinda, the Greeks. Pulkashaha, another province. Abhira, part of old Sindh. Sumbaha,
Shumbha.
another province. It is like Sumbaha, Mataji, or Sambaha?
Shumbha.
Shumba, another
Yeah,
province.
Shumbha.
Yes, Mataji. Yavana, the Turks. Kasa, Adaya, the Mongolian province. Even those. Anye, others. Cha, also. Papa, addicted to sinful acts. Yat, whose. Apashraya, Ashraya, having taken shelter of the devotees of the Lord. Shuddhayanti, at once purified, Tasmai unto him, Prabha Avishnave, unto the powerful Vishnu, Nama, my respectful obeisances. Translation. Kirata, Huna, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Abhira, Tumba, Yavana, members of the Kasa races and even others addicted to sinful acts can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord. Due to his being the supreme power, I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Hare Krishna.
Jai, thank you so much, Prabhuji. So this is a nice verse, and it is like discussing all the not so civilized places, how those people from there also, when they take the shelter of the devotees of the Lord, they become very pure. That's what this is saying. So again, this is a Bhakti Vaibhav verse, and we can try to memorize it if possible. And let's move on to the next verse. And like always, I need one volunteer who would like to recite after me, please.
In previous verse, sorry, this Kirata means old Bharat means which place, Mataji?
It's one province there, like for example, Shumbha, another province. So I'm not sure if Prabhupada is like able to, okay, let me read in the purport. Kirata, a province of old Bharata Varsha, mentioned in the Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata. Generally, the Kiratas are known as the aboriginal tribes of India, and in modern days, the Santal Paraganas in Bihar and Chota Nagpur might comprise the old province named Kirata. So he says Bihar and Chota Nagpur, the tribals there. That is Kirata. And Huna is the area of East Germany and part of Russia is known as the province of Hunas. Accordingly, sometimes a kind of hill tribe is also known as Hunas. Andhra, a province in southern India, mentioned in the Bhishma Parva, it's still extant under the same name. Pulinda, this country was conquered by Bhimasena and Sahadeva. The Greeks are known as Pulindas, and it is mentioned in the Vana Parva of Mahabharata that the non-Vedic race of this part of the world would rule over the world. This Pulinda province was also one of the provinces of Bharata, and the inhabitants were classified among the Kshatriya kings. But later on, due to their giving up the Brahminical culture, they were mentioned as Mlechas. Abhira, this name also appears in Mahabharatas, both in Sabha Parva and Bhishma Parva. It is mentioned that the province was situated on the river Saraswati in Sindh. The modern Sindh province formerly extended on other side of the Arabian Sea, and all the inhabitants of the province were known as Abhiras. Yeah, and Shumbhas, the inhabitants of the Kanka province of Old Bharata, mentioned in the Mahabharata. I don't know which is that Kanka province, Shumbhas or Kankas. Then Yavana was the name of one of the two sons of Maharaja Yati, who was given the part of the world known as Turkey to rule. Therefore, the Turks are Yavanas due to being descendants of Maharaja Yavana. The Yavanas are therefore Kshatriyas, and later on, by giving up the Brahminical culture, they became Mlecha Yavanas. The Western Yavana joined with Duryodhana in the battle of Kurukshetra under the pressure of Karna. It was also foretold that these Yavanas also would conquer India, and it proved to be true. Turkey. Then Khasa is those who have a stunted growth of hair on the upper lip are called Khasas. As such, the Khasa are the Mongolians, the Chinese, and others who are so designated. The above mentioned historical names are different nations of the world. Even those who are constantly engaged in sinful activities are all corrigible to the standard of perfect human beings if they take shelter of the devotees of the Lord. Jesus Christ and Muhammad, two powerful devotees of the Lord, have done tremendous service on behalf of the Lord on the surface of the globe. And from the version of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, it appears that instead of running a godless civilization in the present context of the world situation, if the leadership of world affairs is entrusted to the devotees of the Lord, for which worldwide organization under the name and style of International Society for Krishna Consciousness has already been started, then by the grace of the Almighty Lord, there can be a thorough change of heart in human beings all over the world, because the devotees of the Lord are able authorities to effect such a change by purifying the dust-worn minds of people in general. So a very beautiful purport is there, a lot more is there. So before this verse, we saw the Yat Kirtanam Yashravanam. So it says also, as Shukadeva Goswami began his prayer by discussing the word Yat Kirtanam, so also Lord Chaitanya recommended that simply by glorifying the Lord's holy name, a tremendous change of heart can take place, by which the complete misunderstanding between the human nations created by politicians can at once be extinguished. So very nice, beautiful purport. Prabhupada is also giving, some kind of a political insight into this verse, kind of, and also he is describing Varnashrama Dharma and the duties of devotees, people who take to the devotion path. Very nice. It's a long purport, very nice. But
Just a thought, Mataji, out of all the words, only Andhra is still valid. Others all like countries, Germany and all, but Andhra is a state. Means still
yeah, I
intact.
mean, Kirata, I think the southern provinces, everything was together known as Andhra or something, right? Yeah, I don't know if they were, separately divided into the southern states as we have now, And
Now
also
Andhra is divided into Telangana, that is different issue.
yeah. That is recent,
Correct, Mother. Means it is so many years before, but still Andhra is intact. Word is there in the
I think
Shastras.
it referred to like all these southern states or something. I'm just
Yes,
guessing, yeah.
Mataji,
Kirata is says, right? Bihar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mataji. Mataji, in the third line, in the sloka, this ye and apostrophe, is it anne or
Yeah,
while
ye anye, yeah. So when you are reading together, ye nye.
So while reading, it should be ye ne only, but when we split the word, it is ye anne, Mataji.
Yeah, anye.
Anya,
Yeah, because the meter will not fit, right? Then otherwise, ye nye cha papa yadapa shaya shaya. Otherwise, if you sing ye anye cha papa, it's not fitting the meter, the syllables.
Thank you, Mataji. Correct.
Any other questions, Prabhujis or Matajis? Okay, let's move on to the, I just wanted to go to this verse which we saw the last time. This is also again a Bhakti Vaibhav verse. Yat kirtanam, yat svaranam, yat ikshanam, yat vandanam, yat shravanam, yat arhanam, lokasya sadhyo vinoti kalmasham, tasmai subhadra namam. It's also very beautiful verse, quoted by Shukadeva Goswami. Okay, let's move on to the 8th chapter. Again, in this chapter also, Parikshit Maharaj is asking more questions, to Shukadeva Goswami. And these two verses are discussing some of those questions, like the flow of those questions. And let's see, 8:4. Yeah. Any volunteers who would like to repeat after me, please?
I can follow Mataji. I can repeat.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Shrinvataha.
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 Shraddhaya.
Shraddhaya.
Nityam.
Nityam.
Grinatas
Granatas.
cha
Cha.
swacheshtitam
Swachestitam.
swacheshtitam
Swachestitam.
kalena
Kalena.
nati dirghena
Nati dirghena.
Bhagavan
Bhagavan.
vishate hridi.
Vishate Ridhi.
Yeah. Any words are difficult? Nati dirghena Bhagavan vishate hridi. Okay, we
All the
can go
Shanavata.
line by line.
Yes.
Sorry,
Mataji.
Prabhu.
Shanavata is hearing, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Shraddha means faith.
Yeah.
Nityam is eternal.
Yes.
Granantas means Granantas means
Granatash.
remembering. What is that,
Yeah,
Mataji?
yeah, Grananti.
Remembering or repeating
Yeah, to take two like that.
to take. Yeah. Chestitam.
Swacheshtitam.
Swachestitam. Kalena means time. Time. Nati dirghena.
Na ati dirghena. Dirgha means
Dirgha. Dirgha.
which takes long time, right? Dirgha.
Long time, dirghena.
Na ati dirghena. So
Not
very
taking
quickly.
long time. Okay.
Yeah. Bhagavan
Bhagavan Lord Krishna. Vishate
vishate
Ridhi. Means inside the heart.
heart. Yeah, very nice, Prabhu. Let's try to recite it line by line. Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Grinatascha Swachestitam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Grinatascha Swachestitam.
Yeah, this is the little tongue twister. Grinatascha
Grinatascha
Swacheshtitam.
Swachestitam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Granatascha Swachestitam.
Kalena nati dirghena.
Kalena Natirdirgena.
Kalena nati dirghena.
Kalena Natirdirgena.
Bhagavan vishate hridi.
Bhagavan Vishate Ridhi.
Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Granatascha Swachestitam.
Kalena nati dirghena.
Kalena Natirdirgena.
Bhagavan vishate hridi.
Bhagavan Vishate Ridhi.
Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Yeah, when there is visarga, you can give one pause. Instead of pronouncing the visarga, then it will flow nicely. Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam, like that.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Granatascha Swachestitam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Granatascha Swachestitam.
Kalena nati dirghena.
Kalena Natirdirgena.
Bhagavan vishate hridi.
Bhagavan Vishate Ridhi.
Shrinvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam.
Grinatascha Swacheshtitam.
Granatascha Swachestitam.
Kalena nati dirghena.
Kalena Natirdirgena.
Bhagavan vishate hridi.
Bhagavan Vishate Ridhi.
Jai, very nicely you recited, Prabhu, and you also explained the meaning of the verse. We can go and see how Prabhupada has translated the verse and the synonyms for each of the words. Any volunteers who would like to please read? Bhavna Mataji, would you like to?
If no one
Okay.
is there, I will
Yes,
continue. Mataji.
Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on a spot. I was just thinking you were a
No,
little
Mataji,
quiet.
it's okay. Shinvata, of those who hear, Shraddhaya in earnestness, Nityam regularly, always, Vinatah taking the matter, Cha also, Swacheshtitam seriously by one's own endeavor, Kalin duration, Na not, Ati Dirghena very prolonged time, Bhagwan, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, Vishate becomes manifest, Vidhi within one's heart. Translation: persons who hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and are always taking the matter very seriously will have the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifested in their hearts within a short time. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. There's another word also, right? For not nati dirghena. Anybody recall? Yeah, chiram is like, a long time, eternal. Nachirena. That's another word also. Anybody has questions on this verse? There's a beautiful purport Prabhupada has given. Let me read a few words if it's okay with all. I hope it's okay. Then we can try to absorb and meditate on the verse. It's so beautiful, right? The verse. Cheap devotees or materialistic devotees of the Lord are very much desirous to see the Lord personally without meeting the requisite qualifications. Such third-grade devotees should know well that material attachment and seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. It is not such a mechanical process that the professional Bhagavatam reciters can do the job on behalf of the third-grade materialistic pseudo-devotee. Let me move on. The pseudo-devotee, however, is very anxious to see the Lord according to his whims, not making any serious effort to hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and without detachment from material benefit. That is not the way recommended by an authority like Maharaj Parikshit, who heard and benefited by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj Parikshit had no more than 7 days to live, but for others, Maharaj Parikshit personally recommends that one hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, Nityam, always by one's own effort and with serious devotion. That will help one to see the Lord Sri Krishna manifest in one's heart within no time. Very nice purport Srila Prabhupada has actually given. Let's move on to the next verse for today. Again, this is also a very, very commonly quoted verse by Srila Prabhupada. We hear it a lot. And Vishnupriya Mataji, you had raised your hand last time. Do you have the time, Mata, to repeat?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Pravishtaha.
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 Karnarandhrena.
Karnarandhrena.
Karnarandhrena. Randhrena.
Karnarandhrena.
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 Svanam.
Swanam.
Bhavasaroruham.
Bhavasaroruham.
Svanam.
Swanam.
Bhavasaroruham.
Bhavasaroruham.
Dhunoti.
Dhunoti.
Shamalam.
Shamalam.
Krishnaha.
Krishnaha.
Salilasya.
Salilasya.
Yathasharat.
Yatasharat.
It's kind of easy only, right? The words are not too tough, right?
Yes.
Let's try to do learn by learn. Pravishta karnarandhrena.
Pravishta karnarandhrena.
Pravishta karnarandhrena.
Pravishta karnarandhrena.
Svanam bhavasaroruham.
Swanam bhavasaroruham.
Svanam bhavasaroruham.
Swanam bhavasaroruham.
Dhunoti shamalam Krishnaha.
धुनोति शमलं कृष्णः
सलिलस्य यथा शरत्
सलिलस्य यथा शरत्
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
स्वानां भावसरोरुहम्
स्वानां भावसरोरुहम्
धुनोति शमलं कृष्णः
धुनोति समलं कृष्णः
सलिलस्य यथा शरत्
सलिलस्य यथा शरत्
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
प्रविष्टः कर्णरन्ध्रेण
स्वानां भावसरोरुहम्
स्वानां भावसरोरुहम्
धुनोति शमलं कृष्णः
धुनोति शमलं कृष्णः
सलिलस्य यथा शरत्
सलिलस्य यदा शरत्
Okay. Very beautiful recitation, Mataji. Would you like to comment on any words that stand out to you?
Yes, Mataji.
You busy, Mata?
Yes, Mataji. Karnarandrena means ear holes, Mataji.
Mhm.
Ears. Swana means one's own. Swa means ourselves, like that.
Mhm.
Bhava means that feeling. And Dunoti means washing, Mataji, because I know that Sanskrit word, but I don't know what context it is here. Krishna is Krishna.
Dhunoti shamalam.
Shamalam. Malam means dirty.
Yeah, very nice.
And
Salilasya.
Salilasya
Water.
Mhm.
water. Okay. Sharat means the Rutu, Mataji, one of the
Yeah, autumn.
Sharat
Yeah.
Rutu.
Very nice, Mata. Yeah, you told the meaning of all the words so beautifully. Pravishta is like, we can remember Graha Pravesham, like entering, Pravishta. Karna Randhrena. Panam Bhava Saroruham. Did you mention that word, Mata?
The Saroruham means that water bodies, Mataji.
Yeah, lotus. Yeah, lotus. No?
Lotus. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Saroja, Saroruham. All that is lotus. Very nice, Mata. Yeah. So Pravishta Karna Randhrena Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna Salila Seyatha Sharat. So when the name, the glories of when we listen to Srimad Bhagavatam and it enters our ear holes, what happens is, it especially of the devotees, who are having devotional service in their hearts, it cleanses them of all the impurities. Just like how the autumnal rains, they clear up like small puddles of water. That's what Srila Prabhupada actually translates. Let's try to read the synonyms and translations. Any volunteers who would like to? Vaishnavi Mataji, are you joining for the first time? Okay, she's on mute.
I
So
can go
anybody?
ahead and read, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mata.
Pravishta, thus being entered, Karnarandrena, through the holes of the ears, Swanam, according to one's liberated position, Bhava, constitutional relationship, Sararuham, the lotus flower, Dhunoti, cleanses, Shamalam, material qualities like lust, anger, averse, and hankering. Krishna, Lord Krishna, the
This
Supreme
and hankering.
Personality. Yeah, I did that. And hankering, yeah. Krishna, the Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Salilaswa, of the reservoir of waters, Vata, as
Yatha.
it Vata,
Sorry,
as
it is all the Y's are looking like
oh
V's, right?
yeah, Yatha, with
Sorry
the
about that.
line, yeah, sorry, Mataji, Yatha, Yatha, as it were, Sharad, the autumn season. The sound incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, that is in Srimad Bhagavatam, enters into the heart of a self realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, and thus cleanses the dust of material association, such as lust, anger, and hankering. Thus, it acts like autumnal rains upon pools of muddy water. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so beautiful, Mataji. You read so nicely. Yeah, such a beautiful analogy, right, Prabhupada? I mean, here Parikshit Maharaj is actually giving as though, how it purifies. It's just so beautiful. Let's. Do you think we should read a few lines from the purport here, if everybody seems fine?
Yes, Mataji, this is also very nice purport.
Yeah, this is so nectarian, right? Prabhupada's verses. Let me quickly stop sharing, and then I will share the, the Veda base, and we can take turns to read. Yeah. Any volunteers who would like to read? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, take turns. We all can read. It's so beautiful, right? Purports.
Shall I start, Mataji? Purport?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
It is said that a single pure devotee of the Lord can deliver all the fallen souls of the world. Thus, one who is actually in the confidence of pure devotees like Narada or Sukadeva Goswami, and thus is empowered by one spiritual master as Narada was by Brahmaji, can not only deliver himself from the clutches of Maya or illusion, but can deliver the whole world by his pure and empowered devotional strength. The comparison to the autumnal rain that falls on the muddy reservoirs of water is very appropriate. During the rainy season, all the waters of the rivers become muddy, but in the month of July, August, the autumnal season, when there is a slight rainfall, the muddy waters of the rivers all over the world become at once clear. By addition of some chemical, a small reservoir of water like that of a metropolitan waterworks tanks can be cleared, but by such a tiny effort, it is not possible to clear up all the reservoirs of water like the rivers. A powerful, pure devotee of the Lord, however, can deliver not only his personal self, but also many others in his association. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, right? How Prabhupada gives the purport. See, like usually they add some alum crystals or something, right, to clear up the tank, the big tanks. But Prabhupada is saying this is not enough to clear up all reservoirs, but how the Lord, just by these autumnal rains, he clears up all the reservoirs. So it's just amazing. And that's how a pure devotee of the Lord also, he can deliver everybody, not just his own family, like that. So beautiful, right? Amazing Prabhupada's purport. Yeah, anybody else would like to volunteer to read more of this?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Mataji.
You're reading, Mataji?
You read, Mataji.
Okay, yeah, sure. In other words, the cleansing of the polluted heart by other methods, like the culture of empiric knowledge or mystic gymnastics, can simply cleanse one's own heart. But devotional service to the Lord is so powerful that it can cleanse the hearts of the people in general. But the devotional service of pure empowered devotee, a true representative of Lord like Narada, Sukadeva Goswami, Lord Chaitanya, the six Goswamis, and later Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakura and Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, etc., can deliver all people by their empowered devotional service. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mata. It's so beautiful, right? Again, Prabhupada is explaining that the other processes and jnana and yoga will clean ourselves, on a personal basis. But devotional service, the reach is much wider. And so many people benefit, right, by devotional service. Like when we are reading Prabhupada's books and all this, it's benefiting so many millions of people around the world. Just amazing, right? I mean, yeah, any other volunteers would like to read?
Shall I, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mata.
By sincere efforts to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, one realizes his constitutional relationship with the Lord in the transcendental humor of servitude, friendship, parental affection, or conjugal love, and by self-realization, one becomes situated at once in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Not only were all the pure devotees like Narada self-realized souls, but they were engaged in preaching work, automatically by spiritual impetus, and thus they delivered many poor souls entangled in the material modes. They became so powerful because they sincerely followed the Bhagavatam principles by regular hearing and worshipping. By such actions, the accumulated material lusts, etc., become cleansed by the personal endeavor of the Lord within the heart. The Lord is always within the heart of the living being, but he becomes manifested by one's devotional service.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Anybody remember what verse Prabhupada is quoting here?
Pranavatam Swakata Krishna Mataji, or
Yeah, that is, it cleanses, right? You're right. It cleanses. That is this one. You're right, this one. And the last line is that, oops, something wrong with this. Yeah, the last one is, anybody recall, like, Swayameva Spuratyada,
yes,
the manifest. Very beautiful, right? Like every line Prabhupada quotes is actually a verse from the scriptures. So beautiful. Yeah, anybody want to read the last paragraph, or I can go ahead too?
Shall I read Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
Purification of the heart by culture of knowledge or mystic yoga may be all right for the time being for an individual person, but it is like the cleansing of a small quantity of stagnant water by chemical processes. Such clarification of water may stand for the time being and the sediments settle down, but by a slight agitation, everything becomes muddy. The idea is that devotional service to the Lord is the only method of cleansing the heart for good. Whereas the other methods may be superficially good for the time being, there is a risk of becoming muddy again due to agitation of the mind. Devotional service to the Lord with specific attention for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and always is the best recommendation method for liberation from the clutches of illusion. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, very nice.
And thanks to you, Mataji, you have given such a, you are every week, you are taking efforts to give this Bhagavatam to the souls. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It's all your motivation. You wake up at 3 in the morning to attend. So that's like a motivation for me. You are
Mataji,
making.
actually, last words, what we read, that
Mhm.
perfect suits Narasimha Prabhuji very much. Like who
Yeah,
dedicated
you're
his,
right. You're right.
yeah.
Yeah. The last lines, right?
Yes,
Recommends
Mataji.
that one hears Srimad and by own effort and serious devotion. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. They're taking the matter very seriously. So Prabhuji, rest assured, Krishna will manifest in your heart. See? And then you
Hare
can.
Bol Prabhuji. You please bless us also that we should
Yeah.
also be so sincere, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Mataji and devotees. That is the humility of devotees. But actually, in the age of Kali, it is very, very difficult, Mataji. But with all that Guru and Gauranga's mercy, we are all. See, you are taking so much effort, but still, number of devotees are less only. That is the means how the age of Kali doesn't want the souls to accept the Bhagavatam as easily. It is so easily given, Srila Prabhupada, but actually
Yeah, I also think, Prabhuji, that Srila Prabhupada has given a wealth, like a treasure house, so many processes, right? Like Kirtanam, then worship of the Lord, bhajans, singing bhajans, and so many scriptures. So I'm like, devotees have too much choice going on. So some devotees like this, some others like something else. Like, I think so. One way or the other, Prabhupada knows to engage everybody. Is like costless mercy, right? He has given all the processes for us so beautifully, and like you said, so easily. So access is easy, so people just whatever their interests are, they tend to take to that. So it's just Prabhupada's costless mercy, I feel, right?
And just
I mean,
now,
I
Bhadra
sometimes,
Purnima is ended, Mataji. Yeah, please continue,
yeah,
Mataji. I will tell you. Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes I wonder, like, what would we be doing if not for Prabhupada books, right? And devotees association. I just cannot imagine. It's like, it'll
True,
be so
Mataji.
tough, the world.
And having the Bhagavatam set in the house itself is so purifying, because means Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. And just
Yeah.
now, I think in a couple of days over, now Bhadra Purnima is over now, Mataji, or 29th
No,
was?
it is coming up,
29th.
Prabhuji. Yeah,
29th, that is
it's
today.
coming.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, Prabhuji. Today is
tomorrow.
28th.
Oh,
Yeah.
for us, it's still 27th.
Mm.
Mm.
So true, Mataji. So how to
Yeah,
get more
especially I
attraction to
heard,
Bhagavatam? Yes, Mataji.
yes, sorry, Prabhu. Especially I heard in the temple that anybody who gives a Bhadra Purnima, they get like, so much benefits like that. It's so auspicious.
Just not to praise myself, Mataji. This time I given one set Hindi Bhagavatam set to my elder brother. Actually, he was
Jai.
last week. One Prabhu is there in Hyderabad. So through him, that campaign was going on. Na? So whom to give, I was not knowing. My brother was little not well. He was little disturbed also, some due to health issue and all. Then I told you, invite Bhagavatam to your house, things will change. So he started reading and he was explaining. I was feeling happy. Oh, at least he started reading Prabhupada's book. So some
Jai.
transformation will happen by mercy of Prabhupada. So it is
See,
this book.
Prabhuji, you're exemplifying this verse too, next verse too. See how the
Solve.
devotees,
Very well, Prabhuji.
yeah, see how the devotees, they're not like keeping to themselves, they give to everybody. So,
We
so
have to
nice,
do
Prabhu.
many things, Mataji, but again, so much conditioning. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Prabhu, you're taking so much efforts. It's very inspiring to all of us, actually.
And just to say, Mataji, yesterday, I thought yesterday is Friday. I was searching why class is not there. Mataji said last week we will meet next week. By mistake, yesterday 4:30, I'm seeing why today class is not there. So,
Yeah, sorry, Prabhu. Last week I went for my Guru Maharaj's Vyas Puja, so I was traveling. So that's why I couldn't do the class last week. So I went to Dallas. So and that's why last week, I sorry about that. Like, I couldn't inform earlier. I thought somehow I'll do it, but in the last minute too much came up.
so many programs also, Namataji. Radhashtami was also there, and last month full of festivals.
Yeah. Even today, Prabhu Bhakti Vinoda Thakur Appearance Day, I didn't go to the temple. I told my Prabhu that, I can't keep missing so many classes. So I'll just stay back home. My Prabhu went to the temple.
Oh, you may see that is your dedication, Mataji. Jai. Sometimes you are sacrificing. True. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, everybody. Let's quickly. And does anybody have any questions? Yeah, sorry.
May I know who is your Guru Maharaj?
My Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj. He's coming to India. He'll be traveling to India in few days.
Mataji, I couldn't hear.
His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj.
he has written so many books, Mataji. One of the book I read is Watering the Seed, or beautiful
Yes.
book. I have that book
Yeah,
with me.
you should. I don't know if you got his other book, like I'll Build You a Temple, the Juhu story, and now he's releasing. It's going to press Dancing White Elephants. I
Very
heard that
well.
book is amazing. It's not yet, like we can do pre-orders now, and it'll come later. It'll go into printing. But Guru Maharaj has finished that book, and it is gone to printing. So we can place pre-orders like that.
So anything like that, Mataji, you put it in group or personal. So we will
Yeah,
try
sure.
to, we'll try to take association of Maharaj books.
Sure, Prabhuji. I especially
Maharaj
like
is coming
his.
to India, Mataji.
Yeah, for 6 months I heard. Long stay.
Oh, okay. Where
Yeah,
he's coming? Vrindavan?
last time, like he went, even last year he went for like 6 months, nearly 5 to 6 months. So he goes to Vrindavan, Govardhan, Mayapur, Juhu. I think he also went to Pune, if I'm not wrong. So there are all these places he goes, and
Okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah, he
most
keeps traveling.
Maharaj, where is most of the time stationed,
He's
Mataji?
based out of his ashram in California.
Very good. So devotees
Maharaj
from
deities
India,
are
they
very
can
beautiful now,
aspire from
Mataji.
Maharaj,
That went
Mataji?
India.
Yeah, a lot of devotees aspire, and yeah, his deities are very beautiful. Yeah, yes, you're right, Mataji. And yeah, 16 devotees got initiated, like 6 or 7 got like first, and then remaining Brahman Diksha this time.
Very good.
Mataji, I felt really blessed in Sadhu Sangha, Mataji. He gave me blessings that I should take initiation and follow the rules of Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada.
So nice, Mataji. Yeah, all Maharajas, they Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani, they carry the dham with them. So it's just very purifying to be in their presence.
But one thing,
Yes,
Mataji,
Mataji.
is with my little experience, all Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they are so glorious. Just by seeing them or by hearing them, we get purified. They're so humble, down to earth. All the whatever I saw, Prabhupada disciple, they are so exalted but so humble that they don't treat like he's a great devotee or he's a small devotee. They give that is the greatness of Prabhupada disciples. To be frank, yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, there is actually a verse, I don't know, even very recently I heard, just seeing a devotee is itself purifying. Somebody was giving a class, I think I heard in Dallas, or so just recently, like I heard there's some verse which says that just seeing a devotee is even purifying. Just the darshan, like you were just saying.
That's not it.
There is a verse from that. I'll try to find that verse and I will share it, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. And whatever Maharaj relevant books or anything links are there, kindly share, Mataji, so that we'll also get benefit. And you took initiation in which year, Mataji?
It's been like 5-6 years, Prabhu.
Jai. Hari. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments, devotees? Or we can, perhaps pause for today. Let's recite the Vaishnava Pranam mantra. Vancha kalputarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya yuchapatita Jai Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakur ki jai. Thank you, everybody. We'll meet next week again with more nectar from Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank
You
you,
sacrificed
Prabhuji.
today, not going to temple, and you dedicated for us there. Hare Krishna.